Live.
Hey, Davy boy! Hi ho!
Boom!
Hey!
Boom!
Boom shaka shaka!
Right.
I need to do my shit.
I know. Same as that. Right. I
How are
need to
you,
find
son?
it first. I'm all right, mate.
I bet you say that all the time. I need to find it first.
Oh, right.
I can imagine.
Hello, Steve. Steve, we just got to do a few shares, mate, and drive everyone fucking mental.
We just got to keep everybody on their toes. Here we go. Share it to all the groups I can think of. There it goes. Boom.
I just bang it out to everyone now.
Boom.
Nearly got 1,000 views last night. Monday.
So yeah, there it goes. Still going, Matt. Still going. So
right, let's drive everyone fucking mental. Boom.
So how's your fucking day been today, by Bath?
I've been skiving all day.
I tell you what I done today. I made some food, and I used a bell chili, and I put the chili in, mate.
A bell chili, yeah.
Yeah, and I only went and touched my eye and my nose. I went absolutely through the roof, mate.
Oh yeah, no, you mustn't do that. You mustn't touch your eyes. You mustn't go anywhere near your eyes.
At least I didn't go near the eye down below, but the one eye, fucking hell, it would have been killing me.
But no,
you know.
You do.
So how's it going, Bat? Anyway, how's your day been?
I've been skiving all day.
I've been out to the petrol stations.
How'd you get on?
They're all empty.
All empty.
They're all menty, mate. They're all menty.
Yeah.
I'm on
that's because all the fuel tankers, are on the M25, M6, M1, and all the other M's you can think of.
Yeah.
Anywhere else it's charging £1.55 and above per litre.
Well, yeah, definitely. You know.
And to be honest with you, if I was Mr. BP, I'd do the same. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't, because I could be such an arsehole, to be honest with you. And but yeah, they will be, because they are. You know what I mean? That's the truth of the matter.
To some people, you are an arsehole.
Well, of course, mate. I love it. I do.
And that's
I do try my best.
I know you do. What's happened with the Walter Middies group? Because I haven't seen any posts about you lately.
No, they fucking lodged me, the wankers, haven't they?
You tried your best to get on there, and then they let you go.
I think they found out a bit too much information and thought, "Fuck this, our doors are going to come off."
Yeah, definitely. You know, so I've had enough of posting now, mate. I've posted to a lot, I think.
I just went share to all.
I can't. I don't know how to do that, but
yeah,
I'll go through.
Yeah.
So Davey Dave.
You know, mate. I'll tell you what I did. I last night I probably got into it.
Go
on. I had to do a few bits and bobs on the laptop. Anyway, I finished and I thought, what should I do? And I don't like that fucking square thing behind me, as you know.
No, yeah.
Well, it's not even on now, but it's on. If it's on, it's on mute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's so much shit. Anyway. It's so much shit in it.
Yeah. And I prefer the older stuff. You know what I mean? I much rather look at an old series like On the Buses, or Love Thy Neighbour, something like that.
Blackie and Olive.
Yeah, I'm a dinosaur. And I just find it more entertaining. It was well written. And I like more controversial stuff, like Ricky Gervais doesn't do anything on TV now, does he? He does all his stuff on Netflix.
He does all his stuff on Netflix. Yeah. I tell you what, we got quite... Wait.
Kevin Briggs.
Yeah, go on.
Kevin Briggs, the Scottish comedian.
Right, you got hold of him?
Online, not fucking... not physically. And he put a thing up about social media, and particularly about Facebook, and he ripped it to pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it really social? Should they be calling it social media?
Yeah.
He said, listen, when you go on Facebook, he said, if Facebook was a pub, and you went inside it and saw the people that are in there, you would say, this is full of pricks, I'm fucking leaving. He said, "You probably go and get a container of fuel and fucking burn the place down."
Well,
but yeah, that's what I got up to. And then today, I did my market stuff as normal Wednesday.
Yeah,
Funny enough, a pal of mine come online last night, and he's an old company director of mine. And,
right.
And we're good, but we're still good pals, really good pals. But he can be a little bit. He's 14 years older than me.
Right.
So he's more knowledgeable.
So he's an old bastard then. That's what you're telling me, yeah? Old bastard.
He's 74, mate. But I tell you what, he can work better, harder than a lot of 24-year-olds, mate. He's up to there in the middle of winter, in his lakes, cutting down fucking reeds, mate, all day. He'll do that all day.
Is he the one with the fishing lake?
Yeah. He's got big lakes in Kent. Anyway, it came on and he was talking about the fuel and all that. And I said to him, "Didn't you grab any?" Because John loves a fucking deal. And I said, "Didn't you grab any fuel like 18 months ago, 12 months ago, when it was
yeah.
And he didn't, funny enough. That's when I would have been queuing up. I did get some. I haven't got it now, obviously. I've been taking the piss out of people. But trust me, when I saw it at £1.05 a litre, about 14 months ago.
Mate, look.
I did go and grab some.
Bloody hell, they were giving petrol away. They're making it now.
No one fucking queued for it then, though, did they?
No, did they? And the other thing is
150, 149, 155.
Yeah.
Queued round the fucking block.
But do you know the big thing is, Dave? The governments have scrapped the competition pricing within the petrol stations. What?
I asked someone yesterday, how much did they pay a litre? They said, "I don't know."
What?
It's not my business how they fucking run their financial affairs. Anyone, you know what I mean? But I can tell you the first thing I do as I approach a petrol station is look at that fucking great big sign that's got the price on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, not every time, 9 times out of 10, I can get 2 or 3p off of the sign. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I go into another fucking garage.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Lucy, I did say Blakey, not Blackley. Blakey.
It did sound like Blackie.
Did it?
It's his Welsh accent.
I get you, Blakey. Yeah. So, definitely. But definitely it's...
Did you get fuel? That's what I want to know.
Did I? Shit, mate. I've got
to... I expected to see you in a queue with people fucking trying to kill each other.
Mate, I'm on the electrical scooter, and I tell you what, I've given my phone number, the guy on the forecourt, and said, when that fucking vehicle turns up, you phone me, and I'll give you 20.
Yeah, he's got a fucking list like that, mate.
He probably has, mate, you could make a lot of money on the forecourt now, couldn't you? Give me a number, £20, I'll phone him. You'll be the first to know. I'd be like that.
Nah.
Steve Halfway, hang on. Universal Translator fade.
It'll, yeah. It will.
So just a quick one for you. Did you watch Stan and Stan last night?
Like the Voice of Wales.
Yeah, Voice of
fucking Voice of fucking Reason.
Voice of Waffle. Voice of Waffle.
Voice of Waffle. Yeah. But in all fairness, though, their format's their format, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I honestly don't believe. Listen, all my life, everything I do in life, what I put it all down to is maths. Yeah. Everything I look at, there's an equation to it.
Yeah.
And that's how most of my life is run on fucking maths. Yeah, because it's what runs the fucking world, funny enough, right? And all I can do is by looking at things that are working or successful, I can work it out with a fucking formula, maths.
But Dave, here's a question for you. When's Dan and that inspector who divides them? When are they going to let Stan have his way? Because Stan we bring him on and he's a fucking not a bad guy.
Listen, I've only just found out that somebody else is advising him.
Yeah, they are. Mate. All right.
Whatever he's saying, my advice would be this: Do the fucking opposite.
Yeah. And let Stan run the fucking lead, because
give Stan the reins for a fucking month.
Yeah, and let him.
Listen, Stan wants 2 bottles of fucking red wine on there, mate.
And his gimp suit.
Huge glass.
And he's get down in his gimp suit with a fucking ball in his mouth.
Yeah. Dan doesn't need the wine, you know what I mean? But it'd be a bonus for the punters.
Do you know what? Do you know what I enjoy about the Dan and Stan show? Yeah. Stan's laughing because when you put comments on and I put comments on, he's reading them, he's laughing, and fucking Dan is cringing.
And listen, if you're clued up a bit, yeah. Not that I'm saying I'm any more clued up than anyone else, I'm not. But I do watch. But I'm a very fucking, you know what I mean. And that's how we'll close deals. So he's like that, Stan. Yeah. Listen to this fucking fucking stands all like this. Fucking stands like this. Yeah. He's trying to stop his head falling off. I said, up there. Oh look, Stan's trying to stop his chin falling off, bless him. And he went.
I tell you what. It would be good. It'd be good if we can get fucking Stan on you. Let me see if I can get him on you. Because we don't mind him.
I like them both. They're both the crack.
I love.
Listen, Dan's so fucking serious.
He is. I love Dan and I love Stan, but we keep going. Bring us on. And let me tell you,
Danny had us on once. Here he is, boys. He's a fucking man. Hey! Cheers, Dan.
Hey! Here he goes! Red, white.
Listen, the only time that man's sober is when he does Voice of Wales. Alcohol barred, the Voice of Wales. I don't think you're allowed to fucking watch it and have a drink.
It takes me 6 days to recover.
I just want to ask you a bit of a personal question, reference Dan. Yeah.
Whoa.
No.
You're going to have to answer this.
You know when you finish the show, Voice of Wales, do you pull the steel rod out of his arse or not?
He likes it permanently jammed up there.
What was that, Stan? He likes it what?
He likes it permanently jammed up there.
Stan, watch what you're saying. He made me watch it.
What's your name? My name's Dan.
He was actually in good company last night because of course we had the Lillywhites on with Robin Tilbrook and Jim Cole, who's an ex sheepshagger from the Welsh Guards. So he was ramrod straight for them both.
I wanted to ask that Tilbrook a few questions, mate, but I'll ask you them now. Yeah. What's his fucking hit rate for taking all these government different things to court then? All these things he's issued, yeah, on the government. I'm going to take them to court for this, and I'll take them to court for that, and the COVID this, and I'll take them to court for that. What's his fucking success rate? 1 out of 10? 1 out of 5?
Well, I'll put it this way. Gina Miller is better.
Don't go MP on me.
Don't diplomat.
Yeah? Right. What's his success rate? How many fucking successful government prosecutions has he done?
But David, wait. Dan, and remember, no fucking flannery on this show, but no fucking diplomatic shit on there. Tell us the fucking answer.
No, I'll give you the prelogue, and then I'll give you the epilogue.
Come on, then.
Go on. So you've got fucking 2 minutes.
So, well, since Tony Blair, and Lord, whatever his name is, his solicitor, they decided that all judges from that point on had to show a lifelong commitment to diversity and something else. And
that
so
group gets a lot of fucking publicity, doesn't they?
And so the only way you can do the lifelong diversity is, of course, to be a member of BAME, but the other way is also to be a lefty. And so over the time that
X Factor.
Over the time that Blair has left office, judges have retired and they've been replaced by the left. So therefore, anything that anybody on the common sense side of the argument suggests is thrown out, and it's thrown out. And if you go to a higher court, it's also thrown out.
So Stan.
The bottom line is, so the thing that you was trying to say is none. That's what you was trying to say in a diplomatic way.
I don't know, but I do know that it's an uphill struggle.
Everything's uphill.
That's still a no. So he's still climbing the hill. He hasn't reached the
Stan. Stop being fucking diplomatic and say it as it is, will you? Because that's just a load of fluff.
Stan's got Dan disease, hasn't he? You know what I mean?
It's
all down one side.
Wait, I've sussed it. He's gonna watch what he's saying because of the 12th. It's gonna be fucking adjourned, man. Don't worry about that. It'll be thrown out again.
Oh no! We've been actually, throwing it down. We've been showing the evidence on our lives, and there is none. They are trumped up charges.
That's why it'll get thrown out. That's why they're not going to. That's why they're going to keep adjourning it. They keep adjourning it. Yeah, they've got you on the wind up. I've seen so many of my pals, myself included, go up month after month after month after month, mate. And the prosecution go, we're still looking into it. We're still looking into it. We're looking for more evidence. 2 years later, they go, Nixie.
And in the meantime, Stan, in the meantime, you're not free to do what you want.
No.
At the end of the day,
there's no legislation that says they can't have you come into court until the rest of your fucking life, mate.
Yeah.
Well, the point is that we will insist that this matter is heard.
You can fucking insist all you fucking like. Listen, if you've got fucking common laws you fucking want, the king that runs it wears a fucking sock and wig and he's sat in the middle chair. He's the fucking one who runs it, mate. His way or his way. Did you see the geezer serve the papers in the High Court?
I've already got my little speech made that we've both. This is to the judge.
But, hey, you tell him to fucking sit down.
Get inside the fucking building in front of the bloke to do the speech, and even then they can drag you out.
They'll tell you this.
We both swore an oath of allegiance, but only one of us, and it's me, is following it.
But let me tell you now, Dan will be pulling you on your sleeve. Oh, stop!
No, I've already told Dad. Dad'll need a piece of rope, a piece of soap on a string.
I'm going to go back to my original last question. Yeah.
Go on.
Did you see the geezer the other day walking through the High Courts with his little mates in his band of merry men and try and serve a judge?
Well, I actually lost interest because they went into the janitor's room. They went into the toilet. They went into the museum.
No, they did go into the courtroom eventually. I can tell you that.
Well, do you know what? Remember,
walks out, and the geezer thought he was the geezer serving the papers, and he's in his fucking world. He was adjourning the court because the judge walked out. Bless him.
Remember the 5 P's.
Fucking, I don't know what, mate. They live in a world that I don't know. There's fucking fuzzy rabbits running around in it.
Yeah, remember the 5 P's.
Yeah, go on.
Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance, or 6 P's if you put the swear word in.
7 as it happens. But
go on, let's stand. Put the swear word in. Fucking put it in, man. Swear.
I did.
You didn't. You said if you put a swear word in.
I know he did. He said piss poor.
Piss performance.
It's always.
The point is, I did not want a geography lesson on all the rooms in there. I wanted him to go in to push the usher out of the road and throw the judge the papers. What he did do is he went in and then he came
around a brick. He could have done it from the doorway.
Yeah.
Only an idea. Or a baseball, you know what I mean?
So Stan, on the 12th.
Yes. What about it?
Should we have a little bit of a bet, a gentleman's bet?
I did ask for a sportsman bet of a tenner last night.
Let's have a bet. It's going to be adjourned.
It's going to be adjourned. No, I think it'll be the trial.
Oh,
it's going to go two ways. The Crown prosecution
it's going to go one way. You're going to go up there, mate, and then they're going to go no adjourn. Bye. See you later.
Bye.
See you next month.
And then you may actually turn around and go.
January now. You can go and sit on your hands till January now.
Have a nice Christmas.
Yeah. No. What we're going to do is this: we're going to go in early, and we're going to get the Crown Prosecution Service to one side and say, "Look, your charges are they're wrong. Now you either pull this and say that you offer no defence. Sorry, no charges, or we proceed. That's it. There's no other."
And do you know what? We go, yeah, all right then. We'll see you in an hour.
We proceed. We'll see you in an hour, and then we'll adjourn it.
In an hour, we'll proceed that you get inside the court until we turn around and say to the judge. Again, please. Listen, what you got to understand, what you got to understand, I know you're a little.
A lot of money.
Yeah, right. Fucking hell.
Listen, what you got to understand, is the judge, the prosecution, and the defence. I presume you've got a lawyer.
Do you know what? We've got a lawyer.
But he's shit. He's useless.
You've got a lawyer, yeah. Those three people, those three sections, all work in cahoots. Unless you've got a family lawyer like we use, that if they were to speak to the defence, they'd end up in the fucking bottom of the Thames.
Oh, man, that's a cracker. We got a lawyer, and he didn't say too much.
Right. They're in cahoots. Those people are in cahoots. And definitely, 100%, the defence and the fucking judge are definitely in cahoots.
Yeah.
Well, you know as well as I do that the point is that the trainee solicitor wants to be a solicitor. The solicitor wants to be a barrister. The barrister wants to be a circuit judge. The circuit judge wants to be a high court judge. And they're all kicking each other's asses. So we know that.
Yeah. So Stan, it'll be adjourned.
Yeah.
It won't. We will insist.
Stan, we're going to invite
under common law. I have a right.
Oh, here we go. Oh no, common law. Don't talk about common law, son.
That'll up whatever they fucking give you.
Mate. Next you be
saying that they'll up you by 50%.
Next you be saying 300 Guardian will be down there for you as well.
Oh yeah, they're on the streets in days.
And the 300 Guardian are coming as well.
Yeah. Fucking good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man, I tell you, it's it is what it is. But you know what I mean.
I'll tell you what,
it is what it is.
I don't think there's even 300 of them. I think they ought to call them the fucking 99 Guardian.
So, how's your life been, Stan? What else has been happening? Stan, what else has been happening, son?
Well, at the moment, we are really cheesing off South Wales Police, the Welsh Government, and the Child Commissioner for Wales. because of female genital mutilation. The believe it or not, you won't believe this until I tell you. The Child Commissioner, which was appointed only a few years ago, cannot deal with female genital mutilation.
But why is that?
For decades.
Because it's not in her remit.
Yeah, of course it
You are.
She can talk about bullying and she can talk about, naughty things in school, but she cannot deal with female genital mutilation, which is actually an infestation in Wales.
Oh, it's rampant.
So, yeah, but hang on now. So, if she can't deal with it, who can?
No one.
Well, the police won't deal with it. In fact, we've got a letter back from them, and nowhere on that 3-page letter does it talk about punishment or crime. It talks about human rights.
Have you asked for the Freedom of Information Act? Under the Freedom of Information Act, how many people have been prosecuted for it?
Oh no, there's zero. There are zero prosecutions.
When was the last time a police officer was prosecuted for death in custody?
For death in custody, probably about 2 years ago.
1960. Back in the 60s.
Oh, sorry, prosecuted. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah.
Prosecuted.
The last prosecution of any police officer for a death in custody was back in the 60s.
Yeah.
They've never prosecuted anyone since.
No.
Back to maths again. By some quirk of fate, 100% of death in custodies have been total accidents. 100%. You don't get that much in anything.
And it is. It's just beyond a joke, man. I've just sent an invite out on StreamYard. If you want to join us, come on. We have Stan on you. All right. We've got a couple of other invites out. If they come in, they come in. If they don't, they don't. Come and join us. So, Stan, when are you out next, Pat? When are you out on the road next? When are we having an invite to come down and see you? Because we've never had one yet. When are we having an invite to come on the show again? We don't really want to fucking come on anymore.
Well, no, we're gonna have a Christmas party with you two in the tub and us two in a jacuzzi.
So why don't we just come down instead and raid you? Right, that's a good idea. Send me a fucking postcode of your studio. Yeah. And when you were on, we'll kick the doors in and we'll come and raid your studio.
No, the police want that as well.
That's what I'm saying. We're on paid. Hey, we're on the paid side now. We finally got on there.
Oh, don't get them at it.
Why don't you come down on the 12th?
Fucking 12th. Get lost. I'm working on the 12th.
Well, come down on the 11th then.
I can't.
No, we've got the governor down for a week.
We can't on the 11th.
Yeah. We got the governor down for a week.
Yeah, the governor's down for 2 weeks, and on the 11th we got Chris.
Well, there we go then. Don't say you've not been invited live on your show.
Yeah, you bag of bollocks because you knew what was going on. Yeah. Fucking lovely.
Fucking quarter of a mile away, mate.
Look, hey, we've been in enough fucking courtrooms this year. Let me tell you now, we don't want to go in anymore.
I'll tell you what I might do. I might do a live outside the old magistrates one day and to get everyone at it. Say, what you want to do is go in there under common law, mate. Tell them you come under common law. Tell them you're a straw man. Here, I'll put some of this straw up your fucking sleeve. Show them.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll come down to your urine on January the 18th. To 2021.
Yeah, to watch it get fucking a jerk. 2022, that'll be
2022.
It's going to be done and dusted on the 12th. I'll tell you now.
It's not. Okay,
okay.
Let's have a look.
Listen, when you come off of here, get your pen and start writing the check out.
18th or 19th of January will be down. 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
He's even giving you the adjourn date now.
Yeah. All right. paid opposition. We're not paid opposition, mate. I got an email in there telling me.
Right. What are you doing on the 13th of this month? Oh, you're busy again, aren't you?
13th.
Yeah.
From Friday for 2 weeks, we've got Clive's mum in town.
We've got the governor in town, mate. The governor, you can't mess about with her.
Yeah. So
she'd love me.
She probably would, mate, because she doesn't love me. Let me tell you, she abuses me. She phones Dave up, no problem at all. Phones Chris McGlade up, no problem at all. But it doesn't phone me. Dave,
listen, Chris McGlade's doing a show tonight in his dad's hometown.
He is, yeah. He is, yeah.
So he should be on Dave, about me.
Clive, your urine. What are you on about, your urine? What's that news? Oh, right. I'm not taking the piss loose. Right, watch this now. Dave,
go on.
When you were on stream, lad, earlier, what was happening with me and my mother?
You were talking to her on the phone, telling her you've got to do it live.
Yeah, and what was she talking about? Did you hear the train times?
No, she's getting the train. She's getting the train from Wales at 2:25, and she'll be in Milton Keynes at 2:25.
2:25.
That ain't a fucking train. That's a fucking time machine.
So she's from Abergavenny.
That's HS fucking 104.
Mate, she's from a beautiful place called Abersoch.
Abersoch, okay. Yeah.
Abersoch. So
is it anywhere? Is it as nice as that place as that bird I showed you online?
Oh, mate, fucking hell. Oh, man. Oh, don't go there.
Did you see it?
Did I see it? Oh, man.
She's got a few of them on there.
I tell you what, I'm going to abuse her, cheeky bitch.
You should get them on friends list. I'm surprised half of fucking Wales have been on there. Have you not seen it, Stan?
No, I haven't.
He's not bloody Welsh. What is he going to want to know for?
Well, he's not English anymore, is he?
He's not.
I'm a missionary. Don't forget, I'm a missionary. Down here.
Fucking missionary. What are you doing? Eating all the fucking kids? Because look at...
I'm eating all the cockles.
Wales going. They've come a long way, Wales, haven't they, from coal to selling fucking wine, you know what I mean?
Hey, I tell you what, that's not wine. That's not wine what he's drinking. That's fucking cheap shit from the shop down below.
You have to go across the border for the wine stand. Can you get it in Wales or not?
What's the wine you're drinking tonight, Stan?
I have to bring it in.
What do you mean? You make it, you such.
I have to bring it in from England.
Yeah, mate. I tell you. Oh, look, we're having a look around his house. Look, who lives in here? Who lives in a house like this? What's that shit? What's that? Oh, I don't know what that is, but
right, it's an MV Reserve. It's a Malbec.
A what?
A bit of Malbec, eh? Got the old Malbec on the firm.
Blood, Stan, do us a favour. Show us them orange walls. Why the fuck did you paint them orange like that?
Turn the lights out, look.
I'm colourblind.
Got another 5 millimetre.
Show us your...
I thought they were yellow.
Hey, hang on, Stan. You got 3 coloured walls in your living room: brown, yellow, and what colour's your walls?
It's called a feature, isn't it? It's called
what colour's your walls?
Your walls, not your balls. Your walls.
Right. How do I do it? I do it that way, don't I?
That's cream.
Yeah.
Did you?
That's nigger brown.
Yeah. Yeah, go on. What's the other colour?
And that's you.
Where? Bastard. I was on an horse, if you don't mind.
And that's Dave.
Senior regiment.
Fucking senior regiment. Will you stop me with that shit, senior regiment?
And this is me.
Yeah, I tell you what, but you must have been. Hey, you must have been fucking like you. You must have been lighter in the fucking day. David's playing. Look, David's playing with his knobs.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, dear. So we've got female genital mutilation on the go. Pardon the pun. We've also got jam in the park. We're going to be doing.
Whoa! You got the jam in the park.
Jam in the park, yeah.
Yeah, the jam. You got the jam.
The jam, definitely.
Fuck
and
off.
They're playing for freedom.
Get out of here. So who's this jam?
They're a group that have been sponsored by Eric Clapton, and they are excellent. They go round, they don't give a toss. They've got no masks, and they just jam.
So hang on. So what are you and fucking Dan doing with them? Because they don't give a damn. You two, especially with Dan.
Well, I make the jam, and he does the jamming.
I bet he does the jamming, yeah. So when's that happening?
Well, that's what we're doing. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get we're trying to pull out of London, okay, and start to do what you guys started, which is go and attack, not physically, but go and attack Michael Gove's house or go and pick up at Minister's house. We've done it over here. We did it before you, but we didn't know we were doing it. If you know what I mean, that sounds silly.
Yeah.
They have two houses. One in Cardiff. This is Snakeford, and he's got one in West Wales. So we attended the one in Cardiff, and although he wasn't there, obviously the the MSN mainstream media all got onto it and said, "Oh, isn't it shocking? You shouldn't be doing this. You should be going down to the Senedd. What's the point in going to an empty building when we can wind up his neighbours and get his neighbours to then pick on him?" That's the way to do it.
And you've got to be very careful. You understand what we learned. David will tell you this. A lot of people in the actual area, all right, are just like us.
Yep.
All right.
I wouldn't have gone far to have said a lot.
No, not a lot, but just a few.
I wouldn't have gone to the extremes of a lot. There would have been a lot at one point.
Yeah.
But of course, all the social housing that we used to call council houses, it's called social housing now.
Yeah.
But all the council houses that are there, the estate is quite a big estate there. It goes back a bit.
It is huge.
Now by fucking people who can afford best part of £1 million houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what dates?
But yeah, you do have to be a bit careful, and of course on a Sunday, we've found out now, you'd have to do it out of the football season, because the kids use it on the kids use that Memorial Gardens on a Saturday and Sunday. Saturday they train. On Sunday they have their actual inter-company games on there. And
well, guess what, Dave? I'm sorry, I'd be down there.
No, I wouldn't upset you.
Hang on. Fuck off, Stan. I'd be down there. You didn't fucking come down when we were down there.
The reason is...
No. Whoa. Slow down.
And they'd organise the party.
We'll never do it. But I wouldn't get kids involved in anything.
No, definitely not. Not.
Listen, you can do what you like. I don't give a fuck at the end of the day, because I had my kids and my kids wouldn't be going. And you wouldn't be upsetting my kids, trust me, because you'd end up with a fucking baseball bat round a canister. But I would say this, is that my personal opinion is I would never take kids to any demonstration, regardless of what it is, because of what can go off at them. And I certainly wouldn't be going anywhere to upset them, anywhere. And that includes, I don't agree with doing it outside schools. Me personally, yeah, I know peers.
The biggest, yeah,
and other such groups think it's a good idea.
The biggest thing is,
we're educating the kids. We're educating the kids. No, you're not. You're fucking upsetting them.
Stan,
in my personal opinion.
Yeah, Stan. The biggest thing is when we went to Michael Groves, what we found, because we were going to camp on that, we were going to camp on the field. Me and Dave were there Saturday morning, and you could tell the difference between the kids with money and the kids without money. And we sat there, we watched them. They had a good time.
Yeah.
But when we sat there then on a Saturday afternoon, we come to the conclusion, and Pierce Corbyn come to that conclusion as well. And me and Dave sat there and said, we don't really want to be coming here, because you can have parents, you can have kids. The kids and the parents got the day off. The kids are going to get upset. And we looked at each other, and we said the both things. If I was the old man of the kids, I'd be fucking kicking off.
I would be fucking livid, mate. I'd be livid. If you fucking come and upset my kids fucking hours of fucking fun on a Sunday, mate, you'd end up going home with a fucking nose.
And the big thing is...
The point is, do you believe or not that Boris Johnson and his father and Carrie and Bill Gates and everyone else that I can think of want depopulation? So those kids' dads won't be here in a year's time. They'll be dead.
Listen, mate, you could never justify me. We can stay on here till fucking tomorrow night if you like to. You'll never, ever justify to me, why you should upset a kid. Never. Not in a million fucking years. You couldn't justify why you should bring a kid into it. And a kid is anybody who's at school from 16 and under, in my eyes. Yeah. If you're going to bring kids in, and we're talking about kids that are fucking 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. Why would you involve them in anything fucking aggro-wise? Why? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
No, you're not. You're not.
I'll tell you something, I used to, back in the day, right, I used to run around with the Albion football team, and we used to fucking travel all over the country, not to watch football, to have a tear up. I was one of the fucking moronic thugs back in the day, But I can tell you now, I never ever saw a fucking tear up between two sets of football fans where there was kids involved. No one took their fucking kid with them. You know what I mean? You didn't say, "Come on, lads, come on, kids, come and see how fucking brave Daddy is." Or watch a fucking backward man.
Right, here we are.
Those kids or those dads won't be seeing their kids in a year's time if what we believe.
Listen, Stan, you've got to come up with another solution, though. You must involve the fucking kids directly. I'm sorry, not for me. Not for me. You know what I mean?
But they are involving the kids directly. They're now getting jabbed, and from the age of 11 to 15,
don't fucking send them to school. Then
those kids can overrule their parents.
Don't send them to fucking school. It's not fucking hard to work out, is it?
Anyway.
Listen. If you're a parent and you're that fucking worried that your kids are going to get an injection by some fucking prick at school, don't fucking send them there.
David. Whoa.
The point is, Dave.
Watch what you're saying.
The point is, Dave, is this: that you've been filming people fighting at petrol stations, and you've been filming people putting petrol into plastic bags and all sorts of things, and so rationale doesn't come into this. It comes in. The point is, you've got. Particularly in Wales, because it's a very, very, very bad education system, you've got educators here that are no more than shepherds. You give your child away at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you pick them up at 3:30 in the afternoon, and you get your job done. And actually, that for a lot of people that are on the breadline, that's
the same.
Right.
Important
Listen,
worrying about
let's try and put this. Hang on. Let me try and put this to bed in a fucking simple terminology. They're not fucking schools. They haven't been fucking schools for decades. Neither of the colleges, neither of the fucking universities. Right? They're indoctrination centres. They have been for fucking decades. Right? If it's took a fucking grown adult to work out, and it's got to get to the point as that you're going to fucking risk your child's health, yeah, at a school or an indoctrination centre, as I like to call them, yeah. If it took this fucking much for you to work out not to fucking put your kids in there, you need your fucking kids taken off you anyway.
Yeah.
In my
Agreed.
personal opinion.
Right.
Agreed.
I wouldn't fucking. I can't control what my grandkids do because that's my two elder boys' job. Yeah, I can only tell them my fucking point of view, and I would if I had the power, yeah, my fucking grandkids would not be in the fucking school system. Trust me.
Yeah.
If I had kids today, my own kids, yeah, they will not be in a fucking indoctrination centre system that we've currently got going. Right?
Agreed.
Because they're going to come out more than likely either one expelled, yeah, because I would be fucking telling them to tell them. Two, I'd be up there every other fucking week until they were expelled, probably, yeah. And three, they'll come out as backward fucking half-wit fucking retards.
Yeah.
With some fucking qualifications that fucking prove they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Gents, hang on now.
That's my two benefits.
That's it, over now. We're not fucking talking about children. Right. Stan, we got Craig on. Craig Bullman's on. All right. Ex-para. Ex-household cavalryman. Right. Stan, this is a guy you want to fucking get on your channel. Craig, how's the CMS treating you bad?
Well, not treating me, it's treating everybody else, isn't it? So they're treating
How many cases are you on now?
I don't know, mate. They keep popping up. I keep getting tagged into stuff, and I've got to keep popping in to get stuck.
Still as bad as it's been?
Getting worse, mate. Getting worse.
Getting worse?
Absolutely.
So, Stan, Ian Briggs, all right, lost his son. You've met Ian. July the 3rd last year. He's trying to get justice because the CMS drove him to it. Craig is
Tell people who the CMS are, Clive, because you might be
child maintenance service. So Craig helps fathers and mothers as well with child maintenance services with a fractious arrears. Lost quite a few. We have as well. All right, same as Ian. Ian lost his son. So at the moment, child maintenance service, Craig, what are they like, son?
They are a bunch of despots, to put it politely.
Yeah.
Well, they believe themselves to be above the law. There's no accountability for these guys. They're just going off roughshod and trampling over people's rights and human rights, constitutional rights, you name it, they do it, and the government are not even doing anything about it, just ignoring it. Yet they know that, there's people being forced to suicide, kids are being made homeless. They're just not holding anybody to account about this wrongdoing. And they're pumping out propaganda. What we're seeing at the moment, I'll tell you what we see at the moment with this, people kicking off about the COVID and injections and the suppression of the media. This has been going on for years with the CMS, whether it's CSA, CMS, Child Support Agency, Child Maintenance Service. The media has been blocked from reporting on the wrongdoing that they're doing. So people are now kicking off about all of this, about kids being jabbed and all that, but kids have been losing parents because of the wrongdoing of the Child Support Agency, Child Maintenance Service. For many years, people have been blocked from access to justice, and like I said, the media has been suppressed and censored. So this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, I fully understand, and believe it or not, I was unlucky enough to marry a woman that set up the Child Support Agency in Wales, and then we got divorced, and we then had an acrimonious divorce, and I represented myself in court, going through the divorce, 3 stages: money, divorce, child. And I won 2 of them, and the Child Support Agency was demanding X amount of pounds, and I said, if you go down this route, you will not get a penny off me. And she did. So she went down that route, I resigned my job and I became a motorcycle courier. And I paid the children another way. So then they were insisting, because I was actually paying above the child maintenance. That was the irony of all this. She thought she could get more out of me, and I was paying above. But when that happened, I then paid the minimum to her. But I paid it. I gave the kids money by putting it in a trust. So I understand fully the child maintenance and that it is, and also the court services. You know.
Can I put in there about the court services? The thing is, when they take you into court for a liability order, they are only passing a false instrument over to the court, the magistrate's court, because they know that these arrears that they're trying to get liability order for are fictitious, massively fictitious, and so they pass that on to the court. And then you get into the court, and you can turn up there to the court with all the evidence to support these arrears, and guess what? You still get that liability order.
Yeah,
because the child maintenance service, child support agency, they hire the courtroom out for the day. So basically, that's a private hearing. That's like a star chamber. And that's it. Judging their own cause.
It's a false court.
It is, yeah. It's exactly what they do with the council tax.
Yep.
Council taxes come off the back of that. It's exactly the same how they do it. Rubber stamping liability orders. Then once you get that liability order, it's a nightmare to get rid of. So that's what they do. Totally unconstitutional.
Just out of interest, Craig, can you overturn a liability order or not?
Yes, you can, but they've made it very difficult. They make it very, very difficult. But when the thing is, once they've got the liability order, they can go after people's houses. They can do all sorts of stuff. Get the bailiffs around.
Yeah, they can use a bailiff. They're allowed to use a bailiff once they've got a liability order.
But I've actually stopped them taking a few houses from people.
The silly thing about this is that people think, well, if I don't reply and I don't attend, it'll cancel it. But of course it doesn't. It just marches on. And the number of people that have come to me and asked me once after the event, if you know what I mean, it is phenomenal. And like you say, there's very little you can do.
The thing is, what they do is they'll go and get that liability order. Then they'll go for, if you've got property, they'll go for the charge order, and then they'll force you to sell your house. I've stopped them doing that a couple of times. So what you've got to do is go get rid of that liability order, and you've got to challenge it. But they don't like you. Once you get to that stage where they're going for the charge order, you really need to make complaints and get your complaint to ICE, because then that will stop them dead, because the arrears being challenged. But if you've got the evidence there to support that you've been challenging, then any self-respecting judge will have to stop this. We'll have to stop and say, well, hang on a second, you've ignored all these emails, you've ignored all these complaints about these arrears being fictitious. Why have you proceeded with this? So,
what's going on with your mic? What's going on with your mic?
Your mine?
Yeah, your mic. Somebody's mic. So CMS. Oh, somebody's mic's playing up.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It ain't fucking yours, Dan.
Is it mine?
It might be yours, bully.
It's not mine.
I can hear you perfectly, bully.
Oh, there we go.
As you can see,
with the fucking mic.
So welcome to the Voice of Wales.
We've got a message. We've got a message here from Ian Briggs, Gavin Briggs' father, and the child maintenance service are still ignoring Ian, and he's got his case to ISO. ISO are chasing him now, but they've been ignoring ISO as well.
So who would ISO? Who would ISO?
ISO is the Information Commissioner's Office.
What? Yeah.
Who deal with the GDPR and stuff like that, data protection.
See, the problem is with all these agencies are that they are all brown nosing each other. So we've got the child commissioner down here that doesn't deal with children. We've got the ombudsman
Actually,
that actually always sides
Stan,
with the councils or the press.
Stan, that's where you're wrong. Actually, the problem we've got with the justice system is the CMS is run by Circle. The justice system is privatised, and that's the biggest problem we've got. It's not, they're all in the private system, and they're making money.
Don't forget, you're in England. In Wales,
there's many MPs. Sorry, mate. Sorry, there's MPs who have got stocks and shares in Serco. That's why they're probably so reluctant to challenge anything about the child support agency, child maintenance service, because they've got a financial interest in this somewhere, somehow, somewhere down the line.
Well, this is of course is coming out with this COVID nonsense. When you've got family members, you've got members of the party, you've got uncles, aunties, the lot, all sucking into getting this money out, and of course the checks and balances have gone through the window. So I understand all that.
Checks and balances.
Well, exactly. What checks and balances? But in Wales, you've got this system here where nothing is privatised, that you think is nothing, but at the same time you've got all the. Well, sorry, I don't want to mislead anybody. You've got a high percentage of people that come from the same backgrounds, so that's not non-jobs within the third sector, charities, social services, that kind of thing, who are now running this country. So Drakeford, who has got a son that's convicted a convicted paedophile, and he was from a social services background, probation office background, and from Swansea University. You've got the people that are in charities that are from Swansea University. So when Drakeford asks for a report and it goes to, and I'll give you this example because it's a good one, the NSPCC in Wales, they write a report that's favourable to the Labour Party in Wales. And the reason for that is because they get grants from the Labour Party in Wales. And then when you tie up the people that are working for the charity and the people that they used to go to university with, they are the same people. So the cabal that you've got in England, and if you think about it, Boris Johnson, David Cameron, that clown that was the treasurer for several years, they all came from an Oxbridge, George Osborne. They all come from the same educational background, the same cabal, and we've got it in Wales. But in Wales, they pretend to be something else, and they are not. It's like Animal Farm on steroids.
So, definitely. So, things need to be changed. We all agree on that, don't we?
Clive, can I just jump in there? I have had a couple of successes, by the way, since we've last been on the line. And I've actually stopped them getting a detachment of earnings order and an attachment earnings order from a military pension.
Excellent.
How I've done it with the detachment of earnings order, and if there's anybody watching here who's going through this, then you need to go to your employer, their payroll, and say, look, these people are committing fraud against me. They haven't provided the evidence that these arrears are owed. As we know, Boris Johnson, remember Boris Johnson saying you've got to substantiate your accusations. Well, they haven't provided any evidence. So you've got to go to your payroll and you've got to tell them that they're in breach of Section 3 of the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. They have a duty of care. They have a duty of care to protect you and take care of your well-being. Yeah. And the CMS are causing you distress. and therefore it is your employer's duty to take care of your mental health.
The stream looks okay if it continues. Facebook has just sent a message saying there's problems with the stream on Facebook. Look, well, Craig, we're going to need to have a catch up with you, me and Dave. We haven't spoke to you in a while. Let's see what's going on, because a lot of people suffer with CMS, child maintenance service. There's a lot of fathers out there, a lot of mothers. They go into a divorce. Money's the biggest stress in life, especially today. All right, and they go down to the black hole. So let's touch base in the near future. Let's get another one done. Stan, we haven't got to say fuck all to you, have we? Because we never get an invite on your show. But we bring you on ours.
Listen, we keep inviting you, and you just can't do it.
Did it. You want to tell him?
We don't fucking sit around talking to fucking toffs all day, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking Merlot and fucking Malbec and fucking God knows what.
You know, and keeping Dan stiff. You know what I mean? Must be an RAF thing.
We need to get you and Craig on here with having a proper fucking wine session. Craig's a fucking wine connoisseur.
Craig.
I am.
Craig will teach you, let me tell you.
I've got some port here, mate.
We need to get you two on a live now about 7 o'clock and then bring you on about 8. You know what I mean? Get you out the bottom down the next verse. And then slide down in from the side.
Well, don't forget, we said that we would do a pub thing where we're all having a drink and we just chew the cud.
Yeah, defo.
But when we get the invite, we'll bring Craig on as well. Because I tell you what, Craig will shit in your pillow, son. Let me tell you, Craig is a monster. He's a monster. He's a typical padder. He shits in sugar bones. You can't take him anywhere.
So he must be one para, because he's certainly ugly.
I tell you.
If he slides off to the toilet with the sugar bowl, you're fucked when he comes back.
You're fucked. I tell you.
You'll be drinking your coffee without sugar, mate.
Have you still got a bull ring in your cock, bully?
What? What are you about?
Have you still got that? Right. When we were in the military, I always remember we were in a nightclub, and he said to this bird, he said, "Have you ever seen a Prince Albert?" And she went, "What?" And this was in the 90s. And he turned around, and his chat-up line, mate, he'd get the old... It was only a small thing he had. The fucking ring was bigger than his cock. And he'd get it out. I should have said that.
Can't beat a better class on the show, Stan. You know what I mean?
I'm so cavalry, son. You've got to have a bit of class, haven't you?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't take her anywhere. I've got a Clive, I've got to crack on, son.
I've got to shoot as well. So everybody, from Craig, go on, Craig, say what you got to say, but...
What would you like to say? Sweet dreams?
We're fucking going, so whatever you want.
Oh.
You useless.
Let's have a good little chin wag soon, shall we?
Yeah, let's have a chin wag soon. All right. So, Stan, do you want to say anything before you go?
It's been great having you on my show.
You're welcome, Stan. Yeah, fucking tell you what. I tell you what, we'll find you, studio.
Not a fucking steel rod in sight.
No, right. Exactly.
I love you.
Right.
And those who don't love me,
I
still love you.
Bye.
Goodbye.